friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a fun Canadian homeschool tag. So I have a few Canadian homeschooling mom friends who are doing this tag with me today. I thought especially for Canadians it would be interesting to hear a little bit more about how homeschooling works in our house, in our province, in our territory. But even if you're not Canadian, I'm sure you would enjoy watching all of these other homeschooling moms finding out a little bit more about our personal homeschooling journeys. So down in the description below, I will leave a link to a playlist where you can check out these other mums' tags, find out a little bit more about their homeschooling journey. This is 10 questions long. I promise I will do my best to not be long-winded and kind of quickly give you some answers. So if you are new here to my channel, my name is Julie. I am a mom to 5. I am currently in my 7th year of homeschooling. So question number 1, why did you decide to homeschool? I feel like that's a bit of a loaded question. I guess number 1, I would say our Christian view and the importance of the Bible and God in our homeschool. The effect of peers a lot of negative peer pressure that we don't want for our kids, and just in general, kind of the product of what is currently coming out of the public school system. And I know that a lot of what comes out of it is based on home life and family life, and that it doesn't need to be a negative thing, but we just see a lot of kids coming out of it in a way that is not how we want our kids to turn out. And so for a lot of reasons, we just think homeschooling is a better option for our family. The next question is, how long do you plan to homeschool for? So like I said, this is our 7th year, and I think for a while I was thinking in high school there's a good chance that our kids would go to a Christian school, and there's still a chance of that, but I don't know that they ever will. I have definitely come to the place as each year goes by, it's like, oh, okay, this, grade 5 wasn't as challenging as I thought. Oh, that's going to be challenging. And since we're just going year by year, I really don't know if I see us stopping at any point. Once the kids get to high school, there are definitely a lot of options out there, even like taking online classes or tutoring or some of those harder subjects. There are a lot of options, but for right now, we're taking it year by year, but I don't think I see us stopping. Number 3, how much does homeschooling cost? So I quickly just crunched some numbers. As far as curriculum, I mean, you could answer this question so differently and say, how much does homeschooling cost? Well, homeschooling means that we are a single income household. So not going there, but as far as our curriculum, I quickly just crunched some numbers before starting this video. And I figured that for our whole family, we have 4 children currently in school. We are probably topping out at about $1,000 in all in. So that's our curriculum. We print a lot of our own curriculum, so that's including our paper and binding and ink, our homeschooling supplies. I didn't throw field trips in there. We do take some field trips, but I don't really count those as part of our homeschool. But $1,000 is like tops. I don't even know that we've ever spent that much. We probably have spent $700 or $800, but like a very high estimation, I would say $1,000. You can definitely do it for much more. You can also do it for less. Number 4, how much time does it take? So our actual homeschool days, we usually start around 9 o'clock in the morning. I would say by noon, by lunchtime, we are mostly done. So usually after lunch, my kids still have to do a half hour of independent reading. And then we also still have piano practice to do. Piano's not, I guess it's not really school. I kind of count it as part of our school day. So usually by about 1:30, I would say we're done. And then later on in the afternoon, they do their piano practice. What is it like homeschooling in your province territory? So I'm in Ontario, and Ontario has very lenient homeschooling rules, as in like nothing. We don't have to keep track of anything. We don't have to meet with anybody. We don't need to send in grades or send in paperwork or how many days a year we did school. It is very simple. Like, we have to do nothing as far as government, the school board is concerned. I do like to keep some records, and that could change anytime, right? We could need to send in more paperwork and stuff. But for right now, Ontario is super lenient in in homeschooling rules. Question number 6. This is what everybody wants to know, right? What about socialization? So yeah, that's an age-old question. How about COVID? What about socialization in COVID? Okay, so socialization. Number 1, I will say I don't think socialization is as important as a lot of people think that it is. People want their kids to be socialized, and then they send them to school to spend all day with 30 other kids that are exactly their same age and exactly their same grade, and call that socialization. I think socialization is better. It's a lot more positive and varied socialization when you're socializing with elderly people and adults and younger kids and siblings and all that. So socialization, I guess, is kind of relative, but we do go to church regularly, and so there are a lot of kids in our church that our kids are regularly seeing. They regularly see cousins. We typically, before COVID, had a homeschool group that we hope to get back to soon. So they do not lack seeing people, old and young, kids their age, adults, kids other ages. Question 7 is, what does your schedule routine look like? So I kind of touched on that. We start at school at 9. We start with our real together stuff, so our morning basket, our read aloud Bible time. Then we split up and the kids each do their math. Then we come together again and do our gather round curriculum. We get all that done together, and then lunch. The kids have a good hour and a half of outside time after lunch. Then they do their independent reading time, have a little quiet time. After that, they do piano practice. Then they go outside for a bit longer again, and then they usually each get a little bit of screen time before dinner and the after supper bedtime, the end of the day. What is your style and your curriculum choices? So I kind of went through and said some of our curriculum. We do gather round curriculum, which covers everything besides math. So we do math UC for our younger kids, teaching textbooks for our older kids. Our core curriculum is gather round curriculum. Our style, I would say my style has always kind of leaned towards Charlotte Mason style. I also love the idea of unschooling, and then with our gather round curriculum now, that kind of is Charlotte Mason like, and it's also a unit study, and we are loving the unit study approach. Number 9, what do or will you do when there is a subject you don't know or don't like? So there have already been times where there's something that I don't know very well, but I kind of learn along with the kids up until this point. That's been fine. My oldest is only grade 5, so not super old yet, not middle school, high school. If it comes to it, I have no problems getting a tutor or doing some sort of online class. I guess we kind of already do that with our math, with our teaching textbooks. It is online. That is one subject for my older kids I don't have to teach. And so if there comes a time that I think we need to do that with another subject, I won't hesitate to do that. Question number 10, how do you find time for yourself or get a break? So ever since my kids were little and we had nap time, I still have a 2-year-old who has a nap. We have this after lunch hour or so of quiet time. It's quiet time right now. That's why it's quiet in my house and I get to film a video. So my older kids will have their independent half hour of reading, and then they have another half hour after that. That's they know it's quiet time. So they can be at the table quietly coloring a picture. They can be outside. They can be doing some free reading. They can be doing a puzzle, but it is quiet time. And so my 5-year-old is in her room. She's allowed to just quietly play up there or look at books. My toddler is napping. Everyone kind of has their own space, but it does give me an hour of time to myself, and everybody knows this is mom's quiet time. Usually it's my work time, working on YouTube videos or editing videos. So every day I have that time, and oh my goodness, if you don't do this in your home, you should. It makes such a big difference just to know that I have this dedicated quiet time. I know I can plan something for this time, and as long as no one's sick or something, it should work because I do have this hour of kind of just time to myself. All right, that's the end of this tag. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about our homeschool. I hope that you'll check the playlist out below so that you can find some other Canadian homeschooling moms and hear how they answer each of these questions. I'm really looking forward to hearing all their answers to these same questions as well. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here and you want to see more homeschooling, large family mom life content, and I'll see you guys next time.